Hi, I'm Ashley Marin.
And I'm Hayley Tanto.
Welcome to Call an Adult, a Pretty Little Liars recap podcast.
Each week we'll dive headfirst into the absolutely bonkers world of PLL as we recap the iconic series.
Where everyone is hot.
And no one calls an adult.
Let's go, bitches!
A.
Hello, dolls. Hello, Hayley.
Hello. Hello, Ash. How are you?
I'm thrilled. How are you?
I'm thrilled as well. Your hair looks so cute.
Thank you. It's just the headphones are making it go zoomp, if you know what I mean.
It's in fash. It's very 2001.
Ooh, you know what it is? There was a picture of the Olsen twins with really short flicked out hair. And that's not what this is. But my sister got her hair cut to be that and it looked so ugly and it's one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
That is so like being a teenager.
It was
being like, I want to look like that, or I'm going to buy this product to look like this. Or I was like, Miranda Kerr drinks hot water and lemon every morning. I think in year 8, I was like, I'm going to do that and look like Miranda Kerr.
And you did and you do.
Thank you.
And you did and you do.
And I did not.
And you do.
And I hated hot lemon water.
I mean, I feel like at this age I would be a hot lemon water stan.
I think now I'd get into it.
Get it in, you get it up here. How are you? Your hair looks gorge as well.
Oh, good.
We're going sans headphones for Hayley, but me with headphones.
Yeah, the headphones make my ears like sweaty after 4 hours. Well, honestly, after 1.
It makes my head hurt, but also as we learned a few episodes ago.
Someone has to be on patrol.
Because we did have the fated, horrible 4.6 disaster.
So much, and I'm so sorry to everyone for maybe bonking the microphone just before we started.
Who can tell what happened?
I don't know. It sucked.
But all I know is I never want to put myself through that editing situation.
You did an amazing job.
Oh, no.
I did not listen to it because I was like,
don't.
I'm flop.
You're not flop. You are.
I have an announcement.
Whoa.
Well, it's not on Wednesday. I'm seeing Wicked.
Wow. Oh my God.
I was like, I want to go to Wicked. It's leaving Melbourne's Regent Theatre very soon.
Shout out.
And we've been very burnt out from moving.
And how's the house? How are we feeling?
The house is amazing.
How's
the house
Pud?
is awesome. And we're not burnt out. Pud's okay. She's actually a bit sick at the moment. I had to take her to the vet. She's not eating. But she'll be okay. She has to get dental work done. She has to go to the dentist, booked for September.
Pet dentist.
To get like a tooth removed. It's not. Anyway, so we're thoughts and prayers for Pud. But by the time this comes out, I think she'll be very good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to Wicked. I haven't seen it. I'm so excited for the movie and I can't wait to hear in person.
I'm excited for you. Do you want any information based off my time that I saw Wicked in Melbourne in May of this year?
And we did do a little bit of a recap on the pod.
Yeah.
But we might chat off pod.
Have a drink, loosen yourself up.
We're going to Chin Chin before.
Oh.
I haven't been to Chin Chin in like 10 years.
I've never been to Chin Chin.
This is all. It might be dietary wise a mess for you.
Probably.
I don't remember your dietaries and stuff. But it's
so annoying.
It might be a bit of a hot mess.
Woof.
But it is, I don't know. I can't remember what you are.
Hey, some kind of superstar. You have got
you fructose?
No fructose, no sucrose. And if you know what sucrose is, that's just plain old sugar, any kind. Any kind. And the thing is, there is fructose in sucrose and vice versa or something like that.
Fructose and sucrose would be I think that is
it's so worst. Annoying because it's so many more things that I can actually even remember.
Italian fructose is so, because that's like garlic and onion or just onion?
Both.
Yeah.
It's garlic, it's onion, it's tomato.
It's literally the base of all good meals, of all good pasta sauces.
All good Mediterranean diets. It's sad.
Maybe Chin Chin would be all right for you then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Often Asian food is quite safe as long as it's like something that doesn't have garlic, which often there's heaps of like ginger, soy options and things like that, which is always great.
Actually, then we'll go to Chin Chin one day to
Speaking of celebrating, let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate
the girls.
The girls. Thank you for indulging. I just wanted to update everyone
on Wicked. It's important.
On going to see Wicked.
It's a Wicked update. I don't really have any updates. Dougie's in LA now. He left yesterday after coming back for a couple of weeks.
And he sent through his flight menu to me, which I chewed his ear off, no
Yes.
pun intended, about like what is like the first class menu like, because I like to know.
He sent me a message as he left my apartment to go to the airport saying, don't forget to tell me to take a picture of the menu for Hayley.
That actually is the nicest thing anyone's partner has ever done. Like, that's so vibe.
And he
You know
took
what
a
I
picture of
mean?
it before the plane even took off. Sent it to me.
That is a world-class boyfriend.
On
And a
wor-
worldwide boyfriend.
Mr. Worldwide.
He is Mr. Worldwide.
Wait a second. He's Mr. Worldwide, but also Dale.
Dale's Mr. Westside now. Because we live in the western suburbs of Melbourne. All right. Let's get into it.
Season 4, episode 9. This was
Into the deep.
Into the deep. Rolling in the deep. This song was directed by Chad.
You know I love to see his name.
Our king. And you know what? I think there's a note in my notes being like, of course, that explains all the beauty and all the incredible moments. This episode was directed by our kid Chang Lo, Shanghai, and was written by Janelle Lennon, Slay.
Okay.
And this episode came out on August 6th, 2013. So happy birthday to any
wow.
August 6th babies out there.
I don't know. I watched this on August 9th.
Which is
Anyway, which is not, I don't know when
yesterday.
you watched it.
I watched it last night. I watched it yesterday twice, actually.
Oh.
Because I really enjoyed it the first time, but I was like, oh, I'm not going to have the capacity for notes. So I'm
These
just gonna-
episodes have been, I think I say all episodes are good, but we're like, I guess because we're nearly at a mid-season finale. Anyway,
Yeah,
continue.
we're so close. So happy birthday to any August 6 babies out there, including Leslie Odom Jr.
Oh, wait for it.
Wait for it.
Once I was singing, I parked my car and then I was belting that, and an old couple walked past and looked in, and I was like, I am the one thing in life I can control. And I was, they heard it.
And you looked them right in the eyes and you said, I am inimitable, I am an original.
That's one best song. Okay.
It is. It's incredible. Happy birthday to Lucille Ball.
Oh my goodness.
Rip Queen of Comedy.
Yes.
HBD Andy Warhol, King of Cans.
Yum. An
Jerry-
icon. This
an
is a really
icon.
iconic list.
Happy birthday, Jerry Halliwell.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
raining your birthday. Happy birthday, M. Night Shyamalan.
What? This is like a very top tier list.
King of the plot twist. Happy birthday, Michelle Yeoh.
What?
Wow, star-studded
This
birthdays.
is like a cream of the crop of people in their genres, like people in
Absolutely.
their industries.
So if you're an August 6th birthday, congratulations on being a crop cream.
Oh my God. A crop cream.
A crop and a
cream
cream.
to you.
And a crop cream to you and yours. Hayley,
Wow.
now it's time for you to guess what was the number one song on August 6th.
I just want to say I think that was the best birthday list we've ever read out.
Yes.
Because there was no no YouTuber that I'm like, yeah, them, or like Disney Channel person. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Songs.
Here are your options. Was it Cruise by Florida Georgia Line? Wake Me Up by Avicii?
Oh, yeah.
Or Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke featuring T.I. and Pharrell?
I've said blurred lines a lot. I feel like I've been saying it for 8 months, which is not true. I'm going to say blurred lines again.
You're going to be completely unsurprised to know that, Hayley, you are correct.
Fuck me.
It's taken all the wind out of
wanna
this segment.
I want to be
you know?
wrong.
You know what, everyone? Just as much as you can't wait, we cannot wait for the day that Blurred Lines is knocked off the charts.
Kind
in
of how we're in
2013.
for the Northern Hemisphere, Brat Summer.
Yeah.
I guess it was unfortunately a blurred line summer. And it was. It was.
And there's a big difference. A Brat Summer, happy about it, even though we're in winter.
Yes.
And hopefully it goes on forever, especially because I do have a satin miniskirt that I bought in our past summer that I forgot to wear, and I'm now going to America, and I'm scared now that is it too overdone?
What color is
It's bright green. It's like satin bright
you
green.
You have to wear it. It looks so good.
It'll look great.
Brat
Okay.
Summer lives on forever because we will have a Brat Summer. I will make sure that Australia has a Brat Summer in 4 months.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Important.
blurred lines, that sucks.
That sucks. We can't wait for the day that it's knocked off the perch. Now, it's time to hear from the 12-year-olds, of course. But first, Hayley, what does Australian streaming service Stan have to say about this episode? And I did take a peek at this one as I watched, and it's a funny one.
And you like it?
I liked.
Okay. Australian streaming service Stan says, Paige, Lindsay Shaw throws Emily a surprise.
It's not wrong.
I wonder if it was throws Emily a surprise party or did I just stop at surprise?
Those are a surprise.
Lindsay Shaw.
Okay, now let's hear from the 12-year-olds.
Let's hear it for the girls.
Let's see how they went writing this Wikipedia episode description. Mona's confession creates enough doubt to allow Ashley to be released on bail. The bail is very high, but in the end, Pastor Ted pays it. Ashley must remain under house arrest, though. Mona is released from jail due to insufficient evidence to back up her confession. She ends up being placed back at the Radley Sanitarium. Alrados. Ari and Jake take their relationship to the next level.
By kissing?
By kissing, I guess.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Couldn't care less. Spoiler, I couldn't care less. Emily finds Jenna nearly drowned in the lake at Emily's birthday party. At the hospital, Shauna reveals to Spencer that the person Jenna is afraid of is CC Drake.
GAGGU.
GAGGU.
GAGGU. I've started saying GAGGU.
Ooh, GAGGU. The Haleyisms really do run deep.
I've been watching the Olympics, but like that was GAGGU.
I've been saying Borzo more and more.
Oh my god! Well, that's Jackie. That's Jackie Gillies,
of course.
Exactly. Borzo.
Should get
What's
her on
Borzo? Boring. Sorry.
A GAGGU.
GAGGU.
At the hospital. As we just said, Shauna reveals to Spencer that the person Jenna is afraid of, CC Drake. Red Coat is seen walking towards the dealer renter's house at night. She waits until the lights go off in the house and goes under the porch and unscrews a panel leading to a secret place. A scene. A plays the piano and placing the sheet of... Okay, wait. I thought that I had messed it up keeping this in. No, absolutely not. A ending. A plays the piano and placing the sheet of music in an envelope with the name Toby Cavanaugh written on it. All right, 12-year-olds, they were doing okay. Then that last little bit really took their score down.
You did such a good job. What do you think? Olympic, I'm in the Olympic. This will be out, I don't know when. Maybe like next.
Who can know?
Who can know?
Except for
the Olympics
us.
will be over, I think, but I'm knee deep in the Olympics.
Balls deep.
What score would you give them?
And what is it out of 10?
I don't know.
It's clear that I'm not watching the Olympics.
There's everything has different scores.
Let's just say it's out of 10.
They wouldn't place. They wouldn't rank. They wouldn't get a
No. Just say
silver,
if 7 is like ranking, they got like a 4.8.
Yep.
Sorry to the dolls.
Sorry to the dolls.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Because last episode was amazing, right? Because it ends on that cunty little Mona bit, which cunty little Mona.
That could be any bit.
That's any bit. So now she's getting grilled by a detective and she's lying like a pro.
Oh,
she's so good. Everything
Incredible.
she taught Hannah, she's like, there's a reason she taught Hannah.
she's like, I could do this in my sleep, bitch.
There's a funny bit where he goes like, you snuck out of a mental hospital. And she's like, yes, many times. And I like that.
And I like it too. Because we know that she did, but this punk does not believe her.
No.
Believe women.
Believe women, but don't believe Mona. But believe women.
But believe.
I did write that she is the prettiest, littlest liarist.
She is.
I think she is the prettiest, littlest liarist.
She's not one of the girls, but she's the prettiest little liarist.
She is the superlative of each.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's perfect at being each of those things.
Yeah.
To on a 10. If we were scoring her in Olympics, prettiest little liarist.
Gold.
G-g-g.
Gold. The Simone Biles of lying. Well, I think
GAGGU?
Simone got a silver
Is she GAGGU?
at the end. Oh, she's GAGGU. She's GAGGU.
GAGGU?
She's GAGGU.
Okay, my next note says diet house, more like a legal file box house with all these legal file boxes.
These boxes. I've never seen Diet House so full of boxes before.
We're at Victoria Slasting's manor of legality. And is she talking? I'm guessing she's talking to Hannah
talking to
and
Hannah
Spencer?
and Spencer.
And she says, things that Mona said in her confession contradict evidence. So that's...
And it's going to hurt Ashley's case.
Silly. Then...
At a fair then there's an intro. And then a fair house at the Montgomery house, Aria is sitting on a porch swing. She's wearing a very big blue and black skirt. It's stripy. And Dale did think it was a blanket. On her knees, he thought it was a blanket.
Dale.
She's sitting on the porch swing and she looks inside and Jake, who is shredded, is just putting on a top so slowly.
Tits out.
Like it's crazy. It's like he's just walking around topless.
I literally wrote Jake stayed over and Arya's checking out his tits.
Yeah, he's hot. He's super hot. And then I think she's on the phone to someone and she says that he slept on the couch. Spencer?
I think it's Spencer, yeah.
I feel like
there's a lot of
because
sparring
Spencer
in
would
this episode.
be like,
show me the D.
yeah, you fucking?
Hey,
'Cause
you
she's
fucking,
horny.
you sucking, let's go. Because I'm cucking.
I'm cucking.
You fucking, you sucking, I'm cucking. That is, Spencer would be a cuck.
Oh, yeah.
Then,
Oh, she'd sit in that chair.
she can sit in this chair, you know what I'm
Because she's
saying?
got that chair in her room that once like her and Toby had a nap on.
Yeah, and
That's a cuck chair.
it's a cuck chair. Kind of reminds me of the Twilight chair where she's sitting staring out the window.
Yes. Oh my God.
And all the seasons revolve
Same
around
chair?
her. Different smell. Now, Paige is pushing Emily to meet with a swim trainer guy in Philly so she can take a year off and be with Paige. And I wrote like, a bit pushy, aren't we?
Yeah, and Paige is very pushy. Also, I want to point out one tiny little Hayleyism from the Jake and Aria scene, because I guess Aria goes inside eventually. And then Jake's like, can we go grab some brekkie at the grill? And she's like, I have to go see the girls or some shit. And then he's like, okay, we'll get a coffee at the brew. So eventually they go to the brew. But I was like, show me the grill.
Show me the grill. We haven't been there in so long.
And it's weird because I assume they just don't have that set at this time. Like they only have like the brew set. So they're like, let's mention the grill, but not go to the grill.
Let's go to the grill. Let's go to the grill.
Chinese chicken salad.
Allie's favorite.
Anyway, we don't. So yeah, back to Paige. Also, is Paige's hair, have we seen Paige with this hair yet? And
I don't think so. I
she
asked
looks
the same
so
thing.
pretty in this episode.
Her hair is slick.
Yeah, it's like so much better than the bowl cut vibe she had going on.
R.I.P. to the
Or
bowl
the
cut.
fringe, whatever it was. Yeah, she looks good, but she's annoying.
If you just heard a weird sound, it was me putting my chair up.
And
You're
if you
welcome.
liked it, let us know. Are we done with the Paige Emily thing? I don't.
Yeah, look, I don't give a shit.
We've said that, yeah, she's got Emily. Is this where she got like the swimming coach session or voucher or something?
So she's organised this meeting. Who cares? Then fucking Maggie's here and is apparently moving to another state. And I couldn't, there's so many plot lines with random like partners in this that I'm like, we don't care.
I think because we are watching it quite sparsely, like we watch it every month. We watch like 2 episodes essentially, peek behind the curtain. So it does feel like some eras go for a very long time.
Yes.
When if we were binging this, I think the Maggie era would be like, we're nearly done.
Yeah.
I did accidentally write Maggie's moving to Washington. I put a G on the end of Washington.
Maggie's moving to
Washington. Washington. She's moving to Washington. Dale said he did say Ezra's talking to Allison Mack. And I was like, that sounds familiar for the wrong reason. And she is like the sex cult what's it called? Smallville person. And then
So
he's
it's
like,
not
wait.
the same person.
No, he's like, wait, Alex Mack. Allison Mack is the actress.
Yes.
And Alex Mack is the show.
Alex Mack was the show about the girl with the power.
Yeah, and she like turns into a puddle. Also, like she turns into like liquid.
Yes.
I
oh my
haven't
God.
seen it, but I know the reference. But I
You know
haven't.
what it was? Alex Mack and Animorphs live in the same.
Yes. Absolutely.
The same canon in my head. This is where I've written, directed by Chad Lowe. That explains the excellence.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And there's a great nuance in this scene where Jake and Aria are getting a coffee at the brew and Aria sees Ezra and Maggie and is like, oh my God. But then Jake and Aria kind of hug and then Ezra sees that, I think. So it's there's a lot of moving parts.
There's a lot of seeing.
There's a lot of seeing.
There's a lot of cucks and it's not just A this time.
Everyone's in a chair.
Everyone's in Spencer's little window chair.
So Maggie can go back to Washington. We kind of begin like a bit of an incel phase for Ezra from here, I would say.
Oh God, yeah.
Or like,
I mean, he's already a pedophile. We know that. So
Yeah.
the pipeline hath been laid. And then Ashley Marin looks stunning in her orange jumpsuit. She's pulling it off so hard.
I'm sad to see her out of it soon.
I know. I'm sad, but I am happy also. She's getting to go home till the trial starts because of Mona's confession. It's making them be like, oh, it's enough evidence to get so if you not need to stay in jail, but the trial's still on. And also bail is being raised to Amelie.
Because Wilden is a cop or a copy, as I've written
Big.
accidentally.
Cop.
Copy. And then I wrote, this episode should have been called $1 Million Bailby.
Well, I think this episode of this podcast will be
$1 million Bailby.
$1
$1 million Bailby.
That's so funny. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, $1 million Bailby. And then they only need to pay 10%, which is $100,000.
This is where, and forgive
for
me.
our $1 million Bailby
Forgive me for showing ignorance.
is bliss.
But Dale and I am blissfully ignorant. I kind of didn't think about bail as a deposit that you get that money back. Because that's why it's like a bail bond. I didn't, because is it this episode that Ted pays it? Yes. Because I was like 100K is like great. And then I'm like, oh, of course, that's how bail works. That's the reason why it's like, no, you can leave, like you can go back home. Because if you do a scarpe, you're going to be out 100K.
Yes.
Or like your person. Anyway, I was just like, I'd never considered bail as a bond, as a deposit.
I didn't either. You're teaching me that right now.
Okay, that's good. Because neither had Dale. So I'm like, look, I think it's worth bringing up.
Absolutely.
But ignorant.
Then Emily meets a pool guy who is strict. And he's talking about how the rules and all the stuff, and it's great.
He is a lot. I
He's a
don't know
lot.
his name.
I don't care to know his name.
He makes his swimmers work out 6 days a week. He monitors their diet and their sleep. And Dale said, honey, that's a cult.
And I honestly was like, if someone would hold me to that accountability, that'd be great.
You should join a sex cult. They're the first thing they do is make you sleep less and then make you lose weight.
No, I want to join one where they make me sleep more
I would love
and
that.
put on muscle.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
that'd
I
be
guess
lovely.
he does probably make them sleep more.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
I do. In the next scene that we see him in, I feel like there's some empathy there.
He's tough love.
He's tough love, but
He
also
is tough love and he gets results.
he does. Then
Oh my God. This is...
Pastor Ted and his disciples are out playing some catch while Hannah cries about mama. But it's so the start of the scene, him with all his buddies and his boys, his altar boys, if you will.
So I always try to label the location in all caps first. And I have labeled this as the Rosewood Wilden-ness because anything outside that I can't place, I now say is Rosewood Wilden-ness.
The Rosewood Darren Wilden-ness.
Have to remember that. Save to memory. And it's just so funny that, like Ted and his disciples, as you said, you got John,
Paul, Ringo. And Yoko.
I'm really trying to remember the
John, Paul, George.
Anyway, and Hannah is like yapping on her, like she could not seem more attention seeking. She literally says, but Dad, you only have to put up 10% of the $1 million.
You saw where she was. We got to get her out of there.
And then Ted's like, is something wrong? She's like, no, it's fine.
But she also when she gets off the phone, she walks towards him, but with her as if she's like,
it's so teenager.
Pretends not to see him, but she obviously sees him.
It's so teenager.
Anyway.
There's a beautiful line where he says, she's a strong woman, Hannah. She'll get through this. And Hannah says, well, I don't know if I can.
And there's another beautiful line where he says, you need faith that things are going to work out. And she says, I don't need faith. I need money.
He does. He does offer a thoughts and prayers kind of sentiment.
And then she says, fuck you.
Fuck you very much. What we don't realize is faith means $100,000.
Absolutely.
We'll find that out later.
Where's he getting that money, honey? Then I've written this Flopsra Malcolm storyline is ridiculous. And then in all caps, I wrote, you are a pedo and have no claim over this child.
No, I do find this, when I was watching this, I'm like, is this a gray area? Because I was like, fuck off. Like,
fuck off.
He get over it. And then I was like, I guess he didn't know.
It still seems insane for him to have not yet gotten the evidence. Like, I feel like, look, if he wants to go down this path of being like, this is my child, I need joint custody or whatever, at least surely anyone would know that you need a paternity test. Like, he seems so like, what? When he's told that later.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think?
Which is like, get a pap test.
Get it, and also get a bloody ankle monitor or go to jail because you're
Please go to jail, honestly.
Fucking horrible.
So they're fighting. This is dark. I don't like it. Ezra really is in incel territory at the mo. Not a fan.
Just wait till we get to chickpeas. No spoilers.
That popped up on Dale's TikTok yesterday. Or he found it. I'm not sure. But he showed me and I was like, I'm so excited.
We're not going to spoil anything. Don't worry.
No. But it's soon.
It's soon. We're getting towards it.
If
you don't want to know what that is, do not look it up.
Don't look it up.
But if you know, you know.
Yum.
Yum. Then Spencer thinks that Mona would blackmail the girls with the photo of them next to Wilden's car. So she's like, we can't trust her. And then she and Aria overhear Shauna and Jenna talking about ... Allison, and they're outside at school on a bench.
Jenna loudly says, they know I'm hiding something.
It's crazy.
It's so everyone is... Jenna and Hannah in this episode are really trying to be noticed.
Absolutely. They're really not incognito whatsoever. And then Shauna is trying to find the person they're talking about, who we assume is Allison. And Jenna's scared for her life. Oop, and she's like, I'm not going to leave your side till we leave for Philly tomorrow.
Yes.
And then now, in all capitals, I've written, Mama Marin is home and Hannah went on Uber Eats. She's got all her favorites.
My favorite thing is Ashley is wearing a big jumper, tight jeans, and then when she motions down to the ankle monitor on her ankle, she's wearing big fuck off wedges.
As she should in her home.
I was like, I love that. And then she wants to drink Chardonnay, and I think Victoria Slastings is like, absolutely not.
No.
And I was like, let her have a Shardy.
Have a Shardy. All we see the Shardy, and we see that because Hannah says, I've got all your favorites. We see the Shardy, and we see what I think might be from the grill, the Chinese chicken salad, Allie's favorite, which now we must assume is also Ashley's favorite.
I think it's for all the girls who are a bit weight conscious, who do not need to be, but it's 2013, 14.
And it is Diet House after all.
It's Diet House number 2 or number 1.
I think we can go on consensus and say there have been lasagna sheets in this house, and we see pasta in the next episode, I believe.
We do see pasta.
So the main Diet House is, of course, muffin in the bin.
I think it's absolutely
Hastings Diet House.
Yeah.
And this is like Diet House 2.0.
This is like casual, like diet culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's very casual diet culture in this house.
Fasting House.
It's Fasting House. It's Atkins. It's The Zone. It's keto.
Whereas
everything my dad was on 20 years ago.
Whereas the Hastings Diet House is full on, people are on speed. People are simply not nourishing their bodies.
No.
But they are nourishing their minds with lots of files from legal file boxes.
And maybe I think they could use a Chinese chicken salad to process that information.
Absolutely. Also, it might not be a Chinese chicken salad. It could have just been like marinated chicken. I don't know, but I'm choosing to believe.
I want to try the Chinese chicken salad so bad.
Maybe we should make or order a Chinese chicken salad and have it on Patreon.
I do want to have a Patreon sesh where we try to like make the foods.
That's a great idea. Oh my God.
We could like film it at my house.
Oh.
We have to figure it out. Or like do a stream or something. Anyway.
Production schedule.
Put it in the spreadsheet. Have we said that someone has anonymously posted the bail and they do assume that it's Hannah's dad?
We have not, but it is true that
there
happens.
Go.
Then M
As
is...
if fucking Tom would. Sorry. Tom?
Yes. Flop.
As if he fucking would.
Can't.
Are you kidding me?
Die in a ditch.
Why are we giving him that credit?
Don't give him any credit. If he had a phone, take away the credit. Don't let him call anyone.
No.
Then Emily is back at the pool guy's
in
office.
Like a little office? Yeah.
And they're having this big conversation. She's basically, she shows him his tape.
Yeah, she has like an audition tape and he is tearing her a new one about her technique. He's like, your shoulders flop, you're this, you're that, you suck. And she's like, I won that race. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about your race. And then he's like, yeah, I think we can make it work. Blah, blah. And she's like, great. So when my shoulder heals, he's like, what?
And then he's like, I didn't know about that. He says her odds are slim of like ever
of getting a scholarship in time for a scholarship. Yeah.
Being
Paige. Prepared. And it's really sad actually. And then he says something along the lines of like, if like your friend had told me about this injury, I would have saved you the trip of coming down here. And he's got quite an empathetic, like he feels really bad having to give her this news.
Yeah. Maybe we do like him. He kind of.
Maybe we do like him.
He freaked me out.
He freaked
me out, but I think he is good. Paige is flop and Paige is going to get it later.
Oh, she's going to get it and not in a sexy way.
But now we're at Paige's auntie's house by a lake, I believe.
Lake house. There's always lake houses.
There's always a lake house. If you have a lake house and you're an American listener, let us know. Sometimes I love watching lakefront bargain hunt on like Nine Life. Or like there's so many they're all like house hunters and they're just but they're people looking in America for like lake houses.
I love this.
And it's the biggest properties you've ever seen with like private jetties and.
Let's get one
But
together.
they're the ugliest houses you've ever seen.
Of course.
Which a holiday house should be. Like it's
with like plaques that say like lakeside is the best side.
Yeah, and like going fishing.
Gone fishing.
Anyway, so we're at a nice lake house.
Aunt Lake's house, and Aria and Spencer are there, like helping set up, and they're trying to scheme to pry Jenna away from Shana.
Yes.
And they're back on talking about the fact that Jenna seems to be losing her sight, and they are just like so insensitive discussing it. There's quotes later. That's
Jenna
crazy.
deserves better her sight.
Absolutely.
Like she's a cunt in every other way, but like regarding her vision.
The slayableism is
crazy.
Is slaying and not in a good way. And then Toby is following a lead on Allie? Question mark? I've written. I don't know.
Forgive me, but there are a lot of tracking down addresses, a lot of houses in Philly, a lot of numbers. Nigel's name is still in the mix. P.O. boxes in Philly. I've got words written down. They're like maths equations. And when I hear
Flying
like track
around.
down number in Philly, I'm like, I don't care.
Send me back to the past life.
I think when I was watching it and we didn't know the ending, I was like, I care about every fucking detail. And now I'm like,
Get fucked.
who cares?
Then Ezra is being told by Queen Victoria Slastings not to fight. She's basically encouraging him not to fight for Malcolm because she's like, you don't have any legal rights.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And she's like, give up.
And she's like, are you sure about this? And he's like, I'm sure. He's being such a selfish, dumb cunt.
How does he have the money for like Victoria Slastings?
Exactly. She's even
Legal
like,
fees are crazy.
she's like, if you want to do this, it's going to cost you and Maggie both a lot of money to stretch. Like, are you sure you want to fucking do this? And he's like,
yeah. And we're like, go eat a chickpea.
Go eat a chickpea.
One little chickpea.
From a can.
But also, they really had Leslie Farah, the actress that plays like Veronica Hastings. They really had her. She's got her arc in these few episodes. They've got her on the books. She's in every scene. Like everyone is in these like few episodes. Everyone is talking to her.
As they should be.
As they should be. And I love her.
I love her too. Then party time. Aria is jealous that Jake brought some random girl to the party.
He walks in holding hands with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he's like, we're just friends. But like he literally was at Aria's house this morning.
Sleeping with his tits out.
Fat tits out.
Fat tits.
Really very hard pecs, I would
Hard
say.
titties, just like Jason with his tits and his trauma. Then it's surprise time.
Oh
You're
my
like,
God.
everyone hide. And it's okay.
It's deathly silent. Emily finally walks in and is immediately like, why would you do that to me or whatever?
Why'd you lie to Dominic?
Why'd you lie to... And I was...
And there's like a beat where it's like to me, oh, everyone heard. And then everyone's like, surprise if they didn't hear. Of course they heard that.
Yeah. I was so glad though that... Because I kind of forgot how this episode went. And whenever that happens in a show when there's a surprise party but then someone like keeps revealing information because they don't know that there's people there, I'm always like, tell them to stop. Like tell them to shut up. But then everyone said surprise. So it was okay.
And then...
I hate surprise parties.
I know. No one ever surprised Hayley with a surprise party.
Me and Dale have discussed this of like, I don't mind knowing I have a surprise planned, but tell me I have to like
Tell me what to do.
get ready.
Absolutely.
Otherwise I will be in stinky trackies.
Yeah. And that is your right.
Thank you.
Okay, next scene I've written, oh my God, Brat Summer. Okay, Charlie XCX. Did somebody say KFC? I don't care. I love it. Because it plays.
I crashed my
car into the Incredible. Incredible, important stuff.
That was one of the only songs I knew in the episode. And anytime I know a song in PLL, I'm like, oh, yum.
If you don't know, I feel like we've already actually talked about this maybe on the pod. There's a bunch of Australian ads for KFC.
Yeah.
Where it's people looking at something they don't like and then seeing an ad for KFC.
Going, did
Somebody
someone say KFC?
And then it cuts straight to,
It's like slow-mo
care.
them eating the food and it's like,
I love
it. It's always like walking in on your grandma in her undies or something. Like it's always that.
Or like there's one where it's like a guy and his best friend and he's checking out his friend's girlfriend and he notices and then it's well, how about we get KFC to distract us all?
And now there's like 1,000 different ads like that.
Yeah.
Like everyone does that thing of like kooky thing and then
cut away to product solving problem.
Milk and then
Milk?
Let us know if the KFC ads are the same in the States and Britain and everywhere. Because
what are your KFC ads like?
They're ours. They're kind of annoying, but they do work. Like it is, I don't care. I love it. It's the KFC song.
And it's worked really well for them now that Charlie XX is Brat and that's all happening.
Bum of that.
Incredible.
Ted gives Ashley pie is my next note.
Oh, my next note is Aria says, Jenna's walking into walls. Jesus fucking Christ.
Aria, shush up.
Shut up. Shush up.
Shush up.
Then Pastor Teddy, is bringing Ashley Marin pie, if you know what I mean. And then I wrote in brackets, literally.
Literally, but also dick. But no.
His dick pie.
His dick pie. Dicks famously pies.
Serve me up a slice of that dick pie.
Yum. And she's like, what about my ankle monitor? He says, everything looks good on you.
Oh!
And to be honest, the ankle monitor does make
look
her
good
more
on her.
attractive to me.
It looks like it could be a shoe accessory, kind of like gibbets on a croc.
Absolutely. And it's giving like Lindsay Lohan. It's just, it really
suits her.
Suits her.
I just thought of another pun for pie.
Great.
He's bringing her his banana cream pie.
Oof.
Ooh,
I've never had a banana cream pie.
It's my favorite.
Yum.
It's my favorite in the world. And also, when in this instance, the banana's dick and the cream's the cum. Okay.
And Ted is an attractive man.
And Ted is the anonymous donor of his dick.
Of his dick.
Then Shenna.
Let's just call them that because they are glued at the hip.
They are. Shenna is in Jenna's old car talking about how Jenna doesn't want to be there.
Yes. And because Paige lured Shana to the party by telling her Coach Fulton would be there.
Yes. Oh, this is one of the rare scenes where we see like Shenna without the girls watching them. Like it's not from the perspective of our girls watching. We're just like seeing an insight.
And so Shana's like, we can leave when I find the coach. It's like, this coach is not at this tweenage party, I would hope. But it's Rosewood.
So pedophiles could be anywhere.
Inside, Spencer notices that Aria is jealous of Jake and this giraffe-legged blonde, I think they call her. She looks normal height.
She looks like a beautiful woman who is blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aria pisses me off in this episode. She comes good, I guess, this episode or later, but like I'm with Jake of like what's
going down.
Fuck him or don't.
Fuck him or don't. And yeah, like I wrote Spyro discussed Jake and they're always good in a scene together, but I just don't care.
No.
About the situation. I love it. Because Aria's being such a little, like, immature little bitch. And we know that she has the capacity for mature relationships.
She does.
Or for being groomed. Anyway, then I didn't say anything more about this next scene. Then Paige and Emily break up, finally crying on the dock.
Oh, do they break up here?
I think it's pretty much them saying, oh, we will be breaking up when you leave for college.
Yeah, because they're sitting on like, sitting on the dock of the bay. They're sitting on like a little pier thingy, a little jetty. And yeah, because Paige is really pushing Emily to swim, and then Emily's like, this is your thing. I'm not.
Why do you want me to swim so bad? And then Emily's like, we need to face facts. We're not going to be together next year. And I'm like, good.
That's go to Stanford. You're like 17. Like, you'll be fine. You'll find someone else.
Stop trying to control your girlfriend who you tried to drown once.
Genuinely. I think it's like Emily says they have to face facts. They're not going to be together next year. Good, she tried to drown you. Yes, because I wrote that. I thought there was something more to it, but no.
Then Spyro ambushed Jenna and Spencer then just goes, are you having problems with your eyes again? Girls!
These girls...
No tact.
There's absolutely not a shred of tact. They are wild in this episode.
So silly.
Aria socially in this episode is not great.
Not at all,
No.
Then Mona calls Hannah and she's packing a bag for El Rados.
Oh, yeah. So Hannah's leaving. It starts with her leaving a voicemail for Tom saying thank you for paying.
Yep.
And then that doesn't, whatever. And then, yeah, Mona's packing for El Rados.
And then she says, you're welcome about her mum's bail. So then Hannah's like, what? And then I wrote,
wow.
Jake and Aria having a tense conversation about not being each other's date. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
It's so annoying because she's so jealous and then she's lying and then she's brushing off Jake all the time. And I'm like, Jake's hot. Just have sex with him.
Hey, this boy is age appropriate and hot. Have sex with him.
How old is he?
He is...
Do we reckon he's like 19?
Oh, wait. Maybe he's also...
I don't think it'd be on the Pillow Wiki, but like...
And you know we're not going to look it up right now. We couldn't. Nah. We wouldn't dare.
In my head, he's out of high school because he has like a dojo.
Does that mean if he's above 18, then it's also...
Statch.
Fuck!
But it's all statch.
It's all statch.
It's all statch.
Oh,
more
my
like
God.
Statchwood.
So much statch trying to get that snatch. Anyway, Ari tries to ambush Jenna, but she scurries away and says nothing. Then we're back at Diet House 2.0, and Ashley tries to explain to Pastor Ted her whole situation. She's like, I owe an explanation. He's like, you don't owe me anything. And he's truly so kind and non-judgmental. And right as he leaves, before he leaves, he says, hey, don't run. I've got a lot riding on you. You want it, ride it, my cream pie.
$100,000. And she is she's $1 million Bailby.
Bailby.
She's $1 million Bailby. She is. There's also a moment, I think, before this, just with Shanna, where Jenna's like, we've been here for half an hour. Can we please leave? And then Dale said, me at any party.
Oh!
And I was like,
Classic.
I love that him and Jenna are bonding. I love that Dale and Jenna are bonding.
Oh, my God. I feel like Dale, there's a lot of similarities between the two.
Yeah.
They both love classic cars.
Both in Australian internally, I guess.
End of.
Not that Jenna is Andrew canonically in the show.
Then hard cut to Emily seeing a body floating in the lake.
Oh yeah, well, so Aria and Emily are like, they run into Jake leaving, and then Aria and Jake have a fucking moment again, like no one cares. And then Emily's like, oh my God, is that a body? And they think it's Spencer.
And she's like, Spencer!
But it's Jenna. She's not breathing.
Emily saves her life. She pulls her out of the water. Someone calls 911. What the fuck?
911 get there like in a second to the lake house.
Thank God.
And then Emily has like blood on her sleeve, and she says she reckons someone hit Jenna on the back of her head.
Yeah, so the blood, she was like cradling her head as she was checking for her breathing. And then we also hear Shauna say, to the paramedics, she can barely see. There's no way she would walk all the way to the edge of the water all on her own. Oh.
Makes you think, and it makes you stink.
And it makes Emily's sleeve stink because she's got dried blood on it.
Also, Emily in this moment should have, this annoyed me, and I know it's probably, but she should have actually gone up to the cops of like, hey, I was helping her and I have blood on my sleeve.
Yes, she should
It's not an A issue.
No.
Like, just give them as much info as they can.
Yes. Please. Call a fucking adult.
For God's sake.
Then Ashley and Hannah talk about Ted and how she's like, I think Ted is the one that gave the money. And they share a beautiful head in lap moment.
Oh,
it's giving
I love
mama.
It's giving mama.
Mama just killed a man. But she didn't. That's
Hot
the thing.
mama loves head in lap.
Hot mama loves tango. Hot mama loves daughter.
Oh, Ashley and Hannah have had such a good episode.
I love them.
And Ted, I love. Anyway.
Then
Paige,
Aria and Jake
yeah, I don't
kiss. I literally wrote, they kiss, we get it. Look, it is hot, but I'm sleepy.
Jake is wearing Jake is wearing a hoodie with no top underneath. Because he was like, went in the water. I get it. But it is fun. It's always funny to see anyone in like a zip up that has nothing underneath that looks silly.
They're trying to get us to see their beautiful clavicle.
And I'm like, we get it. He has tits.
We love his
and
tits.
she admits she's jealous and her life is crazy. And like, she's
About
like, I need
time.
some. And she does like a sea metaphor, I think. And then he's like, I want to help you navigate. They kissy. Where the fuck? Oh, I did say, where the fuck is Byron? And Dale said, he's behind the camera watching the whole thing.
Oh! At home.
Wow.
Clap with us for Dale. Dale. King. And you know what? You know why he knows? Because Dale is A.
He is A.
Andrew canonically.
He is
Dale A. Then Spencer goes to the hospital to see Jenna, and she goes to Shauna's trying to like avoid
Speaking
her.
of no tact.
Speaking of no tact, but also I feel like in
I
this
like
situation,
this. I like
it's a
this.
time for it.
Sometimes it's efficient and I appreciate that. But
Yes.
there is no tact.
And she's like begs for information, and she's like, look,
Who is Jenna so afraid of?
Who is Jenna so afraid of? I'm not trying to get information for like, this is for all of our benefit. You could be next. I could be next. Who is she so afraid of? And she's like, Allison. She's like, Allison's dead. And she's like, then who is she afraid of? And she says, CC Drake. Wow.
Then
Mona back in
I
El
think this is a
Rados.
music moment. Yeah, Mona is back in El Rados. She's like caressing her Will the Circle Be Unbroken, like
Etchings into
Nearly
the
said
table.
graffiti etching into the table.
I wrote, go girl.
Go girl. At the De Laurenti house.
Red Scroat is on the case.
She's on the case. She waits till the bedroom light upstairs goes off. Then she heads under the porch.
She's going downtown.
She's going downtown. She removes a panel below the house. There is a lot of drilling from A at the moment.
A loves some power tools.
They love some Bunnings warehouse.
Those
some
prices are just the beginning.
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
just hardware shops, hardware stores.
Lowe's, I believe it's another one. Then we see an A scene where there's a pool of red liquid on the floor. And you're like,
and
oh
you
my
think
God.
It's blood. You think it's blood.
But never mind. It's just a Pinot, doll.
It's a Pinot. Someone's playing piano.
Someone's having a Pinot on the piano.
On the piano. And it's a song called Anytime, which feels very random, but then it does come
back.
Come
in
back.
The next episode.
And then they put the sheet music in an envelope and send it to Toberky, and it's very ham.
It's very ham. It's like a manila envelope, and they've written Toberky. Well, they've written Toby Cavanaugh, but I wrote that
they wrote Toberky. I saw them write Toberky.
I saw them write Toberky Kavanurky.
Yeah.
Full name.
Barch Berkey.
Barch Berkey Kavanurky. Rivers.
Toberky Kavanurky.
And that's the episode.
Ham. It's so ham for them to like pour themselves a glass of wine or whatever, play some piano, and then be like, cool, I played Anytime or whatever that song is.
Lovely.
And then I'm sending the sheet music
to Toberky Kavanurky.
to Kobe. To Koberky.
Koberky.
Wow. What an epi.
What an ep.
Very fun. I love like a party episode.
And we love Chad Lowe's direction.
I think the reason why like I think he shoots like adult scenes really well.
Yeah.
Which is why, I mean, all Ashley scenes pop. But I feel like her arc, I just really loved that arc.
Me too.
The most this ep, even though it was kind of a quiet one.
Thank God she's home with her girl with her head in the lap.
Thank God she's there.
And she's getting cream pied by Pastor Ted. He's
I would like to see it.
I would like to see it. I would also like to see the baseball game with he and his disciples.
Oh, I mean, I would watch a whole spin-off. There are so many spin-offs I would watch.
Throw that ball around.
I would love to watch like Ted being single, or I would just watch a spin-off of him being like, also this is a Fleabag situation. I just realized, have we said this before, that it's like her being in love with a pastor is like Fleabag, except I think he wants to fuck and he can.
And I think he wants to hey bada swang his dick around and his baseball bat.
And I say please.
And I say please.
As long as there's no minors around, please.
Please. Let's do trivia. Any trivia?
I feel like I was going to say something else, but trivia, the table read. Farting everywhere. Trivia, the table read was on June 5th, 2013. Prep for this episode, that doesn't help, was on June 6th. That makes sense.
My dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Filming began on June 10 and ended on June 19. I love the dates. I love hearing about them. Something that I found really interesting is that Tammin Sursok shot that scene of her in the water at 4 a.m. and she was pregnant.
Oh,
which
my
I will
God.
say makes sense because when they're in the school, there's a lot of scenes, I think Dale pointed this out, where she's like, they don't show her body. But there is, when she was sitting at the school, I was like, in my head, I was like, she looks pregnant, and kind of.
There we go. And that's why she's in the car as well, I guess.
Yeah, which makes sense because she's pretty young and she does have like a 14-year-old daughter, I think. And I am always like, when did you? It makes sense, I guess. I think she might have had her kids. I don't know how old she was.
Also, it makes sense that now she's, I'm guessing because of this incident in this episode, probably going to be in the hospital for the duration of maternity leave.
Good for her.
Go girl.
She's at the time of recording, she's been in like Italy just running around with a beautiful family.
Oh, run around. Get it. All right, let's do our segments.
Hottest adults. It's Ashley and the ankle and Ted. I think all the adults are a bit hot.
I think it's Ashley with the ankle monitor.
It's Ashley with the ankle monitor. Just happy she's home.
Be home.
And she's using her sexuality, as always, to get men to pay her bail.
As she should.
And she didn't even have to ask.
$1 million bailby.
$1 million bailby. Cool. Yikes of the episode.
Ezra.
I think the Ezra storyline genuinely, I think there's a few yikeses, but that one.
Yeah. That and Aria and Spencer's comments about Jenna's site. So weird.
Always.
So weird.
Always. Who gets a buttercream?
I would like to give Emily a buttercream.
Yes.
Because her fucking girlfriend's putting her through traumatic, having to like get her hopes up then down.
I know who's winning the next segment. Absolutely. The coach can have a buttercream because he's very good at his job.
Absolutely.
My God, he was on it. Yeah. Veronica Victoria Hastings can have a buttercream. She's very good at her job. Anyone that's good at their job.
Ashley Marin have a buttercream. Ted have a buttercream.
He can afford it too.
He can absolutely afford 1,000 buttercreams.
Tom does not get a buttercream. Never.
No. Tom can fuck off.
Absolutely.
Also give Hannah a buttercream.
Yeah, she's going through it.
And Mona a buttercream.
And
Crazy
Emily
girl.
a birthday buttercream.
A BD butt.
A beady butt.
A beady butt for our baby.
That's all. No one else gets one.
No what?
No what? The leggy blonde can, because I feel like she kind of got dragged through the mud for no reason. So she can have one. Who needs to wait for crazy bread? Paige. Always.
And Ezra.
And Ezra.
Easy answer.
Also just Shana in general. I don't have a reason really today.
You just wanted to wait.
I just wanted to wait. That's
Be
it.
patient, girl. Wait.
What gave us a hardcover?
I mean, Ashley and Ted.
Oh, Ashley and Ted, of course. Yes, because I was like, was it Jake in like the in the window at the start? Maybe. But it is for me, it is Ted and Ashley.
And also in a goofy way, Ted with his disciples.
I was going to say, let us see it. Let us see it. I hope they won.
I hope they won.
What gave us a soft cover?
Everything Ezra did.
Everything Ezra did.
Also, Paige being like so pushy with Emily.
Yeah, I think
turn
so.
off. The blood on the top, that's a turn off, you know.
Yep.
And Arya being like so cagey and weird. Ew.
That did give me a soft cover because I was like, I want to get horny for this.
I want to get horny for this, but it's hard to get horny when you're
not letting me.
So annoying.
For God's sake. Who gets a wine from King Byron Fish Lips Montgomery?
The nutty professor.
The nutty, slutty, big buddy professor Montgomery.
Our king, director. I mean,
he
I
gets
think
one.
He gets one for directing such a,
And wherever he is in the show right now, I hope he's having one.
Absolutely. I also hope, I know that she's not meant to have any alcohol right now, but Ashley Marin definitely gets a wine.
She can get herself like a good non-alc one.
Yeah.
They're all the rage at the Mo. They weren't all the rage at this 10 years ago, but they are all the rage now. You can get them at like
everywhere.
The supermarket. It's crazy. All the adults really can have a wine.
Except for Ezra.
Except Ezra.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm happy with that.
And A has their wine.
A has much
playing
wine.
anytime.
I
know that's
A is gonna have a wine now and send a letter to Tobucky Kavanagh.
And the line of the episode, I feel like I didn't write down many.
I mean, most of the ones that I wrote down were like bad things that they said.
Did love, no,
me too. Actually, I know what it is. It's Ted saying, you need to have faith things are going to work out. And Hannah saying, I don't need faith. I need money.
I love that one because I was going to say one of the few I wrote down was you snuck out of a mental hospital. Yes, many times. But I do, and it just feels right in the cost of living crisis that we're in to say, I don't need faith, I need money.
Important.
It's true.
Important.
It's true. And that's it. That's it.
That's the epi.
Wow.
Hayley, I love you.
I love you so much, Ash. That was so fun. What is the mid-season finale, do we reckon?
I think it's 12.
12, okay.
I feel like it's
because we get the Ravenswood spin-off at some fucking point.
Oh, my God. Dear Lord. Christ above.
We did watch Ravenswood.
The
Gonna be on Patreon. Can't remember.
You'll see what we think. It's crazy. We love you, listeners. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, we implore you.
Please.
Close
your damn blinds. Redcoat's drilling. Look at your floorboards because I think there's like little drill holes in there. That's the next episode.
You never know what's going to be in there. You never know what's
panels being removed.
And you might think that the holes are clogged. You might think the redcoats shoving their red scrote up in the holes.
Absolutely.
But
if you see anyone with a blonde wig or hair and a red coat.
Or a drill. Anyone with a drill.
Tackle them.
Get them down. Get them out.
Tackle them. I don't care what they're doing. Tackle them. All right, cool.
We love you.
I love you so much. I love you so much.
I love you.
So fun. Have a wonderful week ahead, everyone.
Goodbye. Tobucky Kavanagh. Beautiful listeners, if you didn't know, we actually have a Patreon, which we call the Dollhouse. So come hang out in our dollhouse.
We also have a YouTube channel. So if you want to watch this episode and other episodes, head to our YouTube channel and subscribe.
And you can find all updates at our Instagram or look in the episode show notes.
We love ya.
We love you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Call an Adult. We appreciate you more than Alison appreciates immortality, my darlings. Please give the show some love by giving us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast platform of choice.
You can stay up to date on episodes by following our Instagram at
call.an.adult, as well as our respective Instagrams at Ashley Crapapp and at Hayley Tanto. Have a lovely day, and don't forget, shut your damn blinds! See ya! Call an Adult is recorded on the stolen lands of the Boonwurrung and Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of the land. Sovereignty was never ceded.